How you doing, fam? So, thought we'd come on tonight, pull some tarot for you. Been talking to Spirit and Source for a bit, because there's been a lot of stuff going on with movement and blockages and canceled trips and some crap going on in the ethers. People pushing your buttons, maybe pushing your boundaries or trying to get under them. So it's interesting because the first card that came out was the Chariot in reverse. And what was interesting about it is I felt that it was, because I was talking to Spirit, and I felt that, yes, it was in reverse, but we also, what I saw last night showed me that you were getting out of it being in reverse. So I'm going to show you both. Okay, so the Chariot came out, and it's a canceled journey, lack of direction, in need of help. So maybe you're feeling a lack of direction, not sure which way to go. Something was canceled that you were hoping on, and you were in need of help. Maybe the number 7 is important to you. Could be your birth month. So what challenges have you already overcome in your life? Well, last night when we were out, I saw this. And not only that, ooh, that is very bright, isn't it? There's light there. Okay, something about that. It's very bright. It's not supposed to be that bright. It's yellow. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. So yes, so you're getting out of the reverse and you're finding triumph in the face of difficulty. That's what I saw. So this is what came out, but this is what I felt from last night. So this is past, present, future energy 202. I say this. So anyhow, the Chariot is all about drive, willpower, confidence, direction, ambition. So you are finding the willpower. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's always options, okay? So it's interesting that that came out, and I saw that last night, and Spirit wanted me to make note of that. Also, marathons have been coming through. So you may feel like you've been running a marathon, which is super funny because before I found this picture, marathon picture, at Texas Roadhouse, in our room, there's pictures of bikes and marathon riders. I didn't know what this was until I got back, and it was channeled. It was like, that's marathon. So you could feel like you've been being pushed, being in a marathon. You know, they really push themselves. And Spirit says that time is over, but you got to believe. Okay? So you were probably feeling impatient and had some self-doubt. Maybe felt like you were weak. And you're not. You're not at all. You do have the strength of the Leo, the lion, okay? You just got to find it inside yourself. You could be seeing the infinity sign. It was in reverse, but again, that's not how I seen it. That's not how I felt it. That's how maybe you were feeling it, but Spirit is helping you push past that. Maybe you're grounding more as well. Okay, and then the Hangman came out, and that was card number 8. So 7 and 8 came out, so that's progression, okay? And then we got card number 12, the Hangman. And so you are now looking at the world from a different perspective. That's why I felt that these were not upside down. That's how they came out, but that's not what I felt from them. That's not what Spirit showed me. So you were getting a different perspective. That is the point, okay? It sometimes takes a little sacrifice, maybe not a big one, but definitely a perspective change, release, and disengagement. So maybe you're detaching from 421, I said that, from needing things, okay? So what are you not seeing that is right in front of you? Maybe you're seeing it now. So light, again, that yellow light. So maybe something about the yellow. I think that's, there's a lot of yellow on these cards, actually. Oh, you're the light, Spirit says, 444. You're the light, and maybe you're getting, I think, let me double check. I think yellow is sacral energy. Yellow chakra. solar plexus. So that's responsible for personal power, self-esteem, and willpower. Thank you, Spirit. So again, the willpower, where there's a will, there's a way, the willpower. So there's a lot of yellow on those cards. Okay, so you're getting a solar plexus upgrade. You're working on your solar plexus, Spirit says. And you're having the willpower to get through all this crap. Okay, so that's great. I love that message. And so you were taking a step back and seeing the bigger picture. Okay, and if you're not, you're going to now. All right. So searching for purpose, daydreaming, choices, and imagination. So you're seeing that you have more options. There's never just one. Maybe somebody's trying to say, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. And you're like, I don't want to do that. That doesn't feel right. That's at 555. That doesn't feel good to me. That feels wrong. So maybe you're taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. Maybe there's something you weren't seeing before, and now you are seeing more options. Something about that. Mushrooms is big on here. Maybe they're helping you. I also see snakes and lots of abundance. And sandcastles. That's funny, because beach came through today. Take me to the beach. It's funny. Okay, and then the Ace of Cups came out, card number 36. That was card number 42. 7 of Cups, sorry. So the Ace of Cups, number 36. So you're opening your heart to receive the emotions around you. So maybe you had to purge to get through some of this stuff. Maybe you've been feeling a lot. We went through a storm the last couple of days. We had a lot of purging to do, a lot of crying to get through. Spirit put us through some stuff that we had to feel. So emotions, maybe you felt some overrun, new feelings, maybe you got some romance, maybe you're feeling more solid inside of you, because you know what, maybe you're dreaming more, 714, and then, because I see 222, 2222, and then 777, 777, so in Blue Dream. So something about that, maybe you dream a little dream of something, and 2s are about duality, balance, and partnerships, and maybe you're finding it inside yourself. Maybe you're getting a partner. Good for you. And 7s are about, again, luck, willpower. Again, that word, willpower. You got willpower. Where there's a will, there's a way. So what emotions are coming to the surface, and are you feeling them and releasing them? Because that is important, fam. You need to feel them and let it go. Okay, so maybe you're figuring that out. And then we got the Page of Swords, card number 60. So you're taking time to think before you act. And if you're not, you are now, Spirit says. So what are you thinking about? All possibilities and consequences. That's what the question is on it. So you got some curiosity and some mental energy going on. So you're taking time to think before you act, and that's good. Don't overthink it. Think it, feel it, see if it resonates, and then release it, okay? Then the Hierophant came out, card number 5. So know and understand your deeper values and your beliefs. Make sure that ego isn't getting in the way. Maybe you're getting spiritual guidance. Maybe you need spiritual guidance. Maybe you're going to be a spiritual leader. Maybe you're waking up to that. And you're doing education with divine laws and stuff. So what do you believe about the world? I feel you're going to be a teacher or a leader, and only the best leaders are put through the hardest crap in their lives. So maybe you're a nurse sign. Anyhow, Hierophant. What else do I see on here? You're getting key activations. There are a pair of keys on here. Do you see this at 9:29? I said that. So you're getting some kind of key activations on here. Maybe knowledge, key of knowledge. Oh, you know what? The key of life and the key of knowledge both have been coming through. I'm about to release another video about that. Because maybe you're the last. And then the High Priestess was the last one that came out. So let your inner voice guiding you. So you are listening more to spirit. You are going inside more. Maybe if you're not, you're going to. Remember, this is an energy. It's not a male or female thing. It is a masculine, feminine, spiritual thing, okay? So you're letting your inner voice guide you more. And if you're not, you're going to now. You need to meditate more. You need to be breathing. You need to be going inside, listening to frequencies, getting out and grounding like we did. That's where your connection to spirit is. You've got to listen. If you need help, 133, reach out to us and let us know. So this is your message, and we love you, and let us know if you need any help. And I have Ankh earrings in, and when we were in Roswell, the Ankh sign was all over that museum that we went to, along with a bunch of eyes, so you could be feeling like you're being watched, and that was interesting. Later, fam. We love you.